So I've had back pain most of my life, and I've ignored it until I couldn't. So I suppose about 8 years ago, I gave up softball and pickleball, then golf, then kayaking, and I was kind of just living with the pain. And one night I got up to go to the bathroom, and I said, I don't know how much longer I want to live with this. And the next day I thought, well, I better do something. And you know how God does things strangely? I looked at a little ad, and there was a woman I knew that mentioned this place, and I knew her. So I went online, I saw they had a lunch and learn. I came over, and they just struck me as honest people. And I thought, I'll give this a shot. And you've changed my life. My life is totally different. I do everything now. I don't even remember, but maybe it's been 3 or 4 years. But I have an 80-year-old body and a 40-year-old back. Don't have back pain. I do things with my great-grandkids. About a year ago, I thought, this is great, but I've really not tested it with anything strenuous. I went to a Tractor Supply and I bought 1,500 pounds of lime. I drove up to my hunting lease and I hand spread the lime, except for 3 bags, and it wasn't back pain, I just got tired. So I went home, and of course I was lime head to toe, so I had to tell my wife what I did, and she said, well, you'll be in bed for a week. Next morning I got up and spread the other 3 bags. It's just, I just don't have back pain. They injected stem cells in my back. I think I got 6 shots. That was their recommendation. And all I can tell you is life is good. I've always believed everything has an expiration date. And I just assumed the expiration dates were coming. And I was in my 70s, and, so I thought that's the way it was. But boy, it's not the way it was. I mean, since I've had this treatment, my daughter and I have kayaked and camped all but 30 miles of the Swanee River. We've spent 2 weeks up going island to island, kayak camping in Maine. I hunt, I walk miles, I build things. During COVID, I built a couple of tree houses just because up in the woods, the deer didn't have COVID. It's just a miracle, really. I get up and I do what I want. I live in Sun City, and they have a huge workshop. So some days I'll go over and make a segmented bowl, or I teach a couple of classes over there. I get out of there around noon, I'll go up to the hunting lease, or maybe I'll go in the shooting range and shoot, or I'll grab the kayak and go kayaking, or one of my kids will call and I'll do whatever they want. Take the chance, come here and see what they have to say. I'm not getting up in the middle of the night and saying, I don't know how much longer I want to do this. I get up in the morning and say, what will I do today? And I can do whatever I want today. To go from not being able to do very much, traveling with another couple, if they wanted to walk all afternoon in some city, yeah, I was in a park bench somewhere. And now they got to keep up to me. And it's just, my kids look at me and say, you're going to live forever. And I say, well, I hope not. That I'm not looking forward to, but I can do what I want when I want. And that is it's just amazing. I wish I had known these folks a long time ago. I have both of my knees replaced because of arthritis. I have a shoulder replaced. And I was pretty much in 4 rotator cuff operations. And I was pretty much thinking, you know what, I'm done with doctors. So I was just avoiding it at all costs. And it was foolish. It was foolish. I could have had a whole lot more years of great life if I had just taken that little step, come here and saying, what can you do for me? And by the way, they are the most honest people I've ever run into. I think Dr. H is a saint. It's changed my life. That's all I can tell you. It has changed my life. And I have a life beyond my wildest dreams. And I think that says it all.